WWE 2K15 fans finally got that gameplay trailer they've been waiting for so patiently since about SummerSlam weekend. Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason. Yeah, it's about 2 minutes long. Was just put out from IGN this morning. Great trailer. It really makes I'm a casual gamer at best. I don't buy a lot of games, but the wrestling games is something I consistently buy every year. And there's a couple others I dabble in here or there or play with my son when I see him. Um, it's 2 minutes long. The first minute is pretty much entrances, and the second minute is a lot of in-ring action. Moves from several different uh, wrestlers. And there's just a couple other small notes that I jotted down here as I watched it 2 or 3 times. Um, I was tempted to do a live reaction one, but I was so excited about watching that I didn't even think about recording myself. But I should have, because some people are doing that nowadays. But nonetheless, let's get into it. First, we see what was teased within this last week. It was like a few days ago, I think it was, right before the weekend. It was the logo in the ring itself, and that was kind of cool. Like the new game logo smashing in the ring. We first see Orton come out. The ones that I'm listing now are all different entrances or portions of entrances. We see Randy Orton, and the detail on these is just absolutely incredible. We see the Undertaker, and it's his. We first see the pyro, and then him come out. It's from his WrestleMania 30 entrance. We see Masked Kane, and what looks to be like a current Hulk Hogan or an older version of Hulk Hogan. I don't think it looks like the 80s Hogan, because it's got red and gold or yellow, the boas that he's wearing. Oh, side note on the Hogan, talking about how good the detail is on this stuff, and I'll be touching on a couple things as for different people that I noticed, specific little items that really stood out to me. For Hulk Hogan, for how good the detail is, if you look at his shades as he's turning, you see a reflection of the crowd or the camera or whatever it is in the shades as he's turning. The reflection changes, and just that kind of detail that they put into this is just absolutely amazing. Next, they show Cena standing up at the top of the ramp and kind of doing what he does when he talks to the camera right before he runs down. We see Lesnar pacing back and forth with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. One odd thing that I noticed, and I'd have to go back to the 2K14 game and look, because I haven't played it as much lately. I do more creative characters, just trying to keep my roster stuff. I haven't played a lot of the matches themselves. I mean, I play matches, but the intricate stuff, the WrestleMania, the 30 years, whatever it was called. Brock Lesnar, I noticed that he's got the two-tone trunks, the red and the black trunks, but there's no logos on them. I thought that was interesting. I'd have to look back and see what kind of detail is on these logos in the game. But nonetheless, Lesnar looks great. Triple H they show, and he's surrounded by some smoke, and he's covered in like the green lights, and the details on his skin, because he's got it's baby oil, probably water, and you can see it like his skin is shiny, and you can see the water like running down his skin. It's just unbelievable. You see The Rock dancing back and forth as he's about to come down to the ring. You see one of the Bella twins doing the twirling booty shake thing. Great detail on that. Daniel Bryan doing his yes chant down to the ring. And something I know a lot of gaming fans have been looking forward to is the debut of Bray Wyatt in the game. All three guys are in it. Um, they first show him as he's coming down to the ring, and the whole place is dark, and all you see is the lights in the background. And he's walking down with the lantern, and it shows, it's like a crowd shot. It's great. Um, Gold Dust. Now this is different than the one that was previewed a few weeks ago when they started showing little things from the what conference was that? The gaming conference where they started releasing a little footage here and there. They showed Orton, Cesaro, Goldust, and now I'm drawing a blank. It was two different matches you could play at the conference, and they showed some footage from it. And one of them had the Goldust entrance, but that one he didn't have his current like cloak on or jacket or whatever you call it. This one he had the hood on, but it was same. He did his snarl at the camera, but he had the hood on. So there's that difference. So could be a DLC or just a couple different ones in the game. I'm not real sure. Or something he just changed last minute. Who knows? Roman Reigns, they showed him jumping over the barricade for his entrance. And I'm just a tiny bit disappointed just because of how, popular Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose are. You didn't see Rollins or Ambrose. Little surprised by that. Not disappointed because the whole trailer is great, top to bottom. Showed the detail, the action, and reveals a lot of new characters that weren't revealed before, as far as I know. So yeah, Roman Reigns jumping the barricade. Then it shows Batista and his entrance with the doing the machine thing and the pyro going off around him. Next, it was Mark Henry, a bald Mark Henry, not one like one from the last game where he had the the long hair still. So it was definitely a more current one. That's good to see. And then Fandango, whatever, coming through the curtains or curtain of whatever you call those, the streamers, whatever. His entrance, and that's like the end of the first minute, and then the rest is all pretty much one-on-one match situations. There's a couple of tag match things that were thrown in there. I tried to slow it down to see exactly who was all in there and the different combinations of wrestlers they had in there. So, if I missed one, I'm sorry, but this is a majority of them, I know. It showed Reigns with Orton, so that's a current rivalry that's going on. Cena versus Lesnar, of course. Some good moves there. Showed Lesnar kicking Cena in the ribs. It showed the Wyatts, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper versus Big Show, but it didn't. From what I remember from the trailer, it didn't show who was with Big Show. I'm guessing it was gameplay with Mark Henry, probably. But yeah, once again, the guys from the Wyatt family just look absolutely awesome. Shows one of the Uso brothers versus Randy Orton. I'm sorry, I don't know which one it is. It's either Jay or Jimmy. Shows Xavier Woods versus Rusev. So Rusev is definitely a new one that's in the game that I don't believe was revealed before. RVD, that was revealed before, versus Wade Barrett. And about halfway through this section, I started noticing, fans at ringside. And what I notice other people talk about is what T-shirts are in the crowd, and that kind of tells you who else is possibly in the game if logos are seen at ringside. I'll get to that in just a little bit. Next, we see Rey Mysterio and Wade Barrett. Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, obviously from their Probably the WrestleMania attires. I'm guessing. I don't remember the details exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's from the WrestleMania 30 attires. Sheamus versus Bray Wyatt. Cesaro versus Dolph Ziggler. Ryback versus Titus O'Neil. So I think, was Titus O'Neil in the last one? I think he was. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think he was. And Ryback, the detail on his singlet looks great. And then another one with Xavier Woods versus Fandango. And the only thing that negative thing I could say about Fandango in the trailer is, the details on his hair, his clothing, the entrance, the moves, whatever we all saw, great, with the exception of when they showed him smile in the ring. Something about the smile just looked cheesy. Didn't look right, but I mean, there's very little negative that I could say about this trailer. I loved it. Now, going back to what I was talking about, seeing people at ringside and looking at T-shirt logos to see who else was in the game. Now, of course, it was said that CM Punk is in the game. Was not revealed in the trailer, but there were at least 3 or 4. If you slow it down and kind of zoom in on the crowd or whatever, look at them, you can see there was at least 3 or 4 different CM Punk logos on T-shirts in the crowd. Now I know they're not going to feature them other than releasing the or they do like two trailers a day on the entrances. Obviously he'll get one, but beyond that they're not going to promote him hardly else, any other time in the game. I saw a shirt for the Miz. Obviously the Miz is in it. I'm not sure if that was revealed at the roster reveal back at SummerSlam, but I think it was. Pretty sure the Miz was in that group. They didn't show them all. They showed only like a third of them, I think. And last but not least, I could go back and probably find some more if I really found it. But the last one I saw a fan in the crowd with a Warrior shirt, which is a good sign that the Warrior is probably once again in the game. Not a lot of details as far as I know, unless I've missed some news here and there as far as other legends in the game. Obviously Sting. Oh, you're watching the whole trailer, and then it says the pre-order bonus. It shows both Stings side by side, and it's like, I'm instantly thinking to myself, oh, well, you didn't show Sting in the trailer. Oh, I spoke too soon. The last person they reveal at the end of the trailer is the Crow version of Sting. Wow. Looking mean. He's got the baseball bat and he points. Just looks great. It really does. In fact, if I find a decent copy of the picture from the trailer, I'm probably going to use it as my thumbnail, so it'll be easier for fans to see that in the feed. But you could have used any of these, any screenshots from this trailer. Look absolutely great. Triple H is one that stands out for me. Bray Wyatt being featured in the game for the entrance and in ring action, looking incredible. I think that's about it. So yeah, some newer ones, first timers in the game. Rusev, Wyatt, we see. Xavier Woods being a first, I believe. Obviously, there's going to be more that they haven't revealed yet. So, with the release of this gameplay trailer, either starting this week, throughout the rest of the week, or next week, they should start doing was it like 1 or 2 a day, where they feature the the game at the entrances for the wrestlers in the game, to reveal who's all in the game. Um, and that's nice to see too. Then it usually shows, about 10 to 20 seconds of in-ring action too, along with the entrance. So looking forward to that a lot, to see who else is all in the game. Obviously, there's obvious ones, probably Shawn Michaels, the rest of the guys from the Shield, um, and and one thing, like I said, with the induction of Sting into this game, it's going to be interesting to see if they have more WCW guys or legends, if you want to call them that, in the game. Should be interesting. It would certainly would fit. Maybe some of the NWO guys from the last game. That'd be cool. So we'll have to see. So what'd you guys think of the trailer? Uh, if I remember, I'll put a link for it in the description so you can check it out if you haven't checked it out. It's one of the hot things floating around today. I see it in a lot of the different news sites around Facebook and all over the internet. So thanks for watching, guys. That's it for this one. We'll see you next time.